All right, this is the last tutorial for Maya for the Grasshopper. So I kept it quite simple. Um, Once I got back into here, I stopped snapping. It's more of a pain in the patootie than anything else. So a lot of it, when I hit one, a lot of it just hit vertex and did just kind of old school and just kind of pushed and pull and did kind of an average. Uh, Again, there's a lot more work here I could be doing, but I just kind of threw in the towel because I just wanted a rough silhouette of this form. Wow, there's a whole bunch here I could have worked on. Anyways, don't go crazy. Just spend a good like maybe 2-3 hours on this. Maybe 3 or 4 hours. I don't know. You just want nice, clean lines. I'm going to turn off my under cricket. Just make sure is what I'm looking for is that you have nice loops here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that way if I put a rig in here, it would bend pretty good. Make sure you clean up stuff like that. Let's turn that back on. Pull that out a little bit. I'm just looking for really good loops around the eye. Again, this is a separate, make sure that's clean. Let's hit F. There's just a few things to clean up that ooh-wee, look at that. That one's pretty bad. So somehow I squeeze that over. So just look over, this is what I'm talking about. Just keep your lines nice and clean. Marquee it. All right, you'll probably hate me after all this, but anyways, this is a great model, organic model to work on. And just look at your lines. Make sure everything has a nice, clean, fluid line. Again, think of aerodynamics. If you see something out of whack, just kind of squeeze it in. Just want nice, clean faces. If they're bunched up, try to unbunch them, like here. Okay, there's a point where we just kind of give up on trying to mimic our model that's underneath there. So I'm just kind of cleaning it up. The legs, I kind of quit after a while. I could have rounded those up a little bit more, but I'm just giving it up and just going to hit the smooth tool here in just a second. I'll show you guys how to do that. Anyways, you could futz around with this for days, but keep the model very, very simple. And again, hit 3, just make sure everything's looking good. I didn't do too much on the hands. They were just acting weird. And we do want to go ahead. Let's go ahead and clean that up. All right, so what we're going to do on this video is just kind of clean. Just wanted to show you what I did. E, just kind of pull these apart from each other. Just kind of bend it down, hit W. Oh, well. All right, maybe not. Let's just keep it the way it is. Maybe we can do this in ZBrush and undo that. Actually, I'm going to untether this in just a second. All right, so I'm happy with that. I've done increment saves. One of the things you want to do is delete history. I did that earlier, and we're going to go delete by type information there. All right. Make sure at this point, do an increment save. And we're about to get rid of some stuff. All right, so we're going to turn this off to R, turn that off, and I'm going to select that and delete. All right, so now we have a good clean model. I'm going to go up on my Lambert and go up on my transparency on that. And now we're going to do a real pull back on the arm since it's not related. Again, we may want to go into kind of a side view so we can see how far this is going back. But I need to grab the vertices first, sorry. Grab those verts right there. And I'm just going to hit E, rotate this down. Apple Z, I'm going to turn off my Object X off. All right, so it doesn't have that relationship anymore. That's what was going on. All right, W, D, just keep rotating it. Yeah, I hit R, maybe squeeze it down. Again, we're taking an artistic impression of this. And we're just trying to get it beyond that threshold so it's not doing the overlapping each other. All right, we're good, we're good. Let's look at the side view of the Mac right now. So I accidentally hit the stop button, so it stopped my recording. So I'm gonna try to join them together. My fingers are getting in the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same here. I'm gonna kind of eyeball it here and just kind of squeeze it in. Just gonna make them shorter and kind of cheat that way. Just make it a little bit shorter. Just look at different angles, make sure it's hitting the right angle. And then I'm gonna grab Marquee and grab all these. Again, however you want to do it, I'm just kind of squeezing it so that they're not symmetrical anymore. All right, so just give it a little bit, maybe a millimeter or so in here. All right, we're gonna go over here. I wonder how many times I've said all right in this tutorial. I'm sure it's quite annoying. All right, so we're going to clean this up a little bit. Again, you're probably just watching this, but the big thrust of this is just to duplicate special. And we're gonna go to edit, duplicate special. And this time we're going to reset settings. Again, you're probably watching a lot of what I'm doing and just kind of watching my behavior and how I'm modeling. Yours is going to look totally different. You're not going to be able to follow step by step because the last video I didn't showcase. So again, you're going to come up with your own interpretation of this. I'll do a -1 scale, duplicate special. All right, so that's a little bit different than our instance. And I'm going to go ahead again. This is, you do want to copy this. You're going to go mesh and you're going to combine. I don't know, I just hit conform. I'm not sure what that means. Hit combine, all right? And you've got these two things. But if I hit 3, you'll see this sharp edge here. So we don't want that. So we're gonna go to our vertex and go back to like what we were doing with the dumpster. We'll hit 4, and I'm gonna marquee all those vertices here in the center. All right, and if we had selected, let's just do it, I'll go ahead and show you. So if I select that, you see there's 3 vertices right there. So if I hit 4, you can see I'm probably selecting something in the background. If I select that, you can see there's 2 verts. So we definitely don't want that. We want 1 vert. So when we bring this into ZBrush, we want this watertight. Okay, again, let's hopefully everyone gets a nice clean model. I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of issues, but I'll give you guys a couple days to get this watertight by Sunday or Monday deadline, and then hopefully you guys will have a good model. All right, so we've got them selected, and we're going to go to merge vertices and merge vertices dialog box. Make sure you do a 0.01, not 0.1, because we do have verts that are pretty close to each other that we accidentally selected here in the back. And we're going to go ahead and merge. All right, so we're going to just check see if it happens. So that's 1. All right, we'll do another one, and that's 1. All right, another quick way to tell if it's working, we're going to go ahead and hit 5, the shadow, and hit 3. And so everything should be nice and smooth. If it has a hard edge, you probably still have to do some merge vertices, but it looks pretty good. I'm happy. We're going to stop right there for this guy or gal or whatever. Uh, so we're going to stop there, and the rest of it we're going to do in ZBrush. But I just want to make sure you guys know how to get to this stage. You could do Z spheres, but it's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more advanced for this class. But let's go ahead and get a good watertight character here. And again, watertight means everything is in quads, and basically we can export this as a STL and print it, so we don't want any triangles and so forth. Give it your best shot. Let's go all the way up till Sunday, and Monday as a turn in what you have, and let's see where you're at. But I'm really ready to export this out as an OBJ and bring it into ZBrush and really start sculpting. Okay, and again, make sure you have your tablet and you're ready to go.